Have you ever noticed how some people just seem to have a natural aversion to certain things? They never do them, they don't like them at all, and they'll go to great lengths to avoid them. They even choose their friends and partners based on whether or not they do these things. While this may seem strange to some, it's actually quite common for Sigma males. These men are often seen as mysterious, independent, and non-conformist, and it's no surprise that they are different from the norm in many ways. They think differently, act differently, and do things differently. This often makes them seem weird, but there are certain things that Sigma males absolutely reject. Number 1. The bandwagon effect. Have you ever felt pressured to join in just because everyone else is? That's the bandwagon effect. It's like a social domino effect where people follow the crowd without stopping to question why. They adopt certain beliefs or behaviors just because they see others doing it. It's like when one person starts clapping and suddenly everyone else starts clapping too, even if they don't know why. They just join the crowd and go with the flow, without questioning or analyzing the situation. But not everyone likes to follow the crowd. Sigma males prefer to think for themselves and make their own decisions. This does not mean they always disagree with others. It means they choose what they believe is best for them, not just because everyone else is doing it. They listen to what others say but don't just go along with it without thinking about it carefully first. People may see them as rebellious or stubborn, assuming they just want to do the opposite of what everyone else is doing. While there are times when they may go against the grain, it's not just for the sake of being different. They are not afraid to swim against the current if they believe it's the right thing to do, even if it means standing alone. This often creates tension with their peers at work, school, or in social settings, which is not always easy to deal with, especially if they are the only Sigma in the group. Number 2. Over-apologizing. People often say sorry for many things, even for things they don't need to apologize for. While it's good to say sorry when we make a mistake, saying sorry too much for everything can be a sign of insecurity. Psychology has shown that insecure people tend to apologize excessively. It's like they're always on edge, worried about offending someone or making a mistake. This behavior is their way of overcompensating for what they see as their shortcomings. Thinking apologies can prevent conflict or criticism. Repeatedly over-apologizing, however, has the opposite effect, making them appear insecure and lacking confidence. While Sigma males are not afraid to apologize when necessary, they won't constantly apologize for every little thing just to please others or avoid conflict. It's not their responsibility to manage everyone's emotions and opinions, and they won't apologize for simply being themselves. They also think that too many sorries can make the word less meaningful. They want their sorry to really mean something when they say it. They show respect by being honest and straight, not by saying sorry all the time. Number 3. Always needing to be right. Humans naturally like to be correct. It feels good, but constantly needing to be right can cause problems. It can lead to arguments, broken relationships, and even isolation from others. Some people are so obsessed with being right that they'll go to great lengths to prove their point, even if it means hurting others or ignoring evidence. Their ego is on the line, and they can't handle being wrong. While Sigma males have a strong need for logic and truth, they are not obsessed with always being right. This doesn't mean they don't stand up for what they believe, but they don't insist on their way just to win an argument. They are open to different perspectives and opinions and won't hold on to a belief if it's proven wrong. Trying to be right all the time can push people away. It can make friends and family feel like their opinions don't matter. While Sigma males may not always agree with others, they respect their right to have their own thoughts and ideas. They won't force their beliefs onto others or make them feel inferior for having a different viewpoint. They keep an open mind, which is much more important than always being right. Number 4. Social hierarchies. Imagine a world where everyone wears a special hat that shows how important they think they are. That's what social hierarchies are like. Some people want a bigger hat because they think it means they're better. They want everyone to know their status and be treated accordingly. This can create a lot of drama, competition, and jealousy among peers. While there's nothing wrong with wanting to improve and succeed, basing your self-worth on a social hierarchy can be damaging. It can make you feel inferior if you're not at the top, and it can make you arrogant and entitled if you are. Sigma males don't like this game. They think everyone should have the same size hat, showing that we're all equal. They don't like when people believe they are better just because of their job, money, or how many followers they have on the internet. Sigma males treat everyone the same, whether they're talking to a teacher, a friend, or someone who cleans the streets. Every person has a different story and experiences, whether they're high or low on the social ladder. That's why Sigma males prefer to live outside the social hierarchy and not get caught up in it. They would rather walk away than play the game of who has the biggest hat. They believe everyone's hat is just right the way it is. Number 5. Bragging about achievements. Bragging may seem like a guaranteed way to impress others and boost your own confidence, but in reality, it can have the opposite effect. It's a classic case of overcompensation, where you're trying so hard to prove your worth that you end up revealing your insecurities instead. That's because bragging is often a mask for deep-seated insecurities. It's a way of seeking validation and approval from others, rather than having true confidence in yourself. And let's be real, it's not a good look. How many times have you met someone who can't stop bragging about their achievements, and it just makes you want to roll your eyes? It's not attractive, and it's definitely not something Sigma males do. They prefer to keep a low profile and don't like to constantly remind others of their accomplishments. While they are proud of their achievements, they don't feel the need to prove themselves to others. Just one friend or a close circle of people is enough for them. They don't care about impressing the masses, as they don't want to be in the spotlight. They don't like to be watched and analyzed, so they prefer to keep their mouth shut. Number 6. Being afraid to be different. Many people are scared of being different. They worry about what others will think or say if they don't stay within the lines of what's considered normal. This fear can stop someone from starting that business they've always dreamed of, expressing their opinions, or even dressing a certain way. They might hide parts of themselves or not try new things just to avoid standing out. It's a big reason why conformity is so prevalent in society. In the words of Osho, the greatest fear in the world is the opinion of others. And the moment you are unafraid of the crowd, you are no longer a sheep, you become a lion. But standing out isn't a fear for Sigma males. While they don't actively seek to be different for the sake of it, they are unapologetically themselves. The problem for them isn't being different, it's trying to fit in with people who aren't like them. People often feel intimidated by what they don't understand, as they are not used to such a rare personality type. That's why Sigma males are often seen as outsiders or loners. Number 7. Allowing others to dictate your life. When faced with pressure from friends, family, or society to follow a certain path in life, some people may feel compelled to comply. They might pursue a career, relationship, or lifestyle that doesn't align with their true desires, simply because it's what others expect of them. They let outside opinions and expectations dictate their choices, instead of following their own intuition. Many people fear being judged or rejected, so they sacrifice their happiness to please others. They may not even realize it, but they live according to someone else's standards. It's a classic case of people-pleasing, and it can lead to a lot of regret and resentment in the future. That's one of the biggest differences between Sigma males and others. They don't care about what others think or expect of them, especially when it comes to their own lives. Not everyone has your best interest in mind, so why should you let them dictate your decisions? Whether it's choosing a career, a partner, or a place to live, Sigma males make decisions based on what they truly want, not what others want for them. They don't ask their friends which job they should take or what kind of woman they should date. They just do what feels right for them, regardless of outside opinions. Number 8. Constantly seeking validation. We all like being told we're doing a great job, right? It feels good when someone says they like our work or are proud of us. But there's a big difference between enjoying nice words and needing them to feel okay. This is where seeking validation can become a problem. Some people constantly seek approval and praise from others, to the point where it becomes their main source of self-worth. This can be exhausting for both the person seeking validation and those around them. While validation is important, Sigma males don't depend on it to feel good about themselves. They know their own worth and don't need constant reassurance from others. This doesn't mean they don't appreciate compliments or support, but they don't rely on it to feel confident and secure in themselves. As Le Brown said, when you seek validation from others, you're essentially giving them the power to determine your worth. Sigma males don't give that power to anyone else. They set their own goals and follow their path, without looking around to see if everyone else is clapping for them. Number 9. Fear of saying no. Many people find it hard to say no. They worry others might get upset or think less of them. This fear can lead to saying yes when they really want to say no. This can make them feel unhappy because they're doing things they don't want. Although it's nice to help others and be a reliable friend, this shouldn't come at the cost of your time and energy. People who have a hard time saying no may also struggle with setting boundaries, which can lead to being taken advantage of and feeling overwhelmed. While many get upset when others say no to them, Sigma males have no problem saying no when they need to. It doesn't make them mean or selfish. They are just honest and clear about what they can and cannot do. What's interesting is people actually respect you more when you say no, even if they don't like it. You can see it as a test. If someone gets upset with you for saying no, maybe they're not worth your time. Number 10. Complaining about minor things. In life, small problems happen all the time, like getting stuck in traffic or spilling coffee on a shirt. Some people get upset over these little things and complain a lot. They focus on the negatives and are not able to let things go. They make mountains out of molehills, always finding something to complain about. While it's normal to vent once in a while, constantly complaining about minor things can keep you stuck in a negative mindset and make you seem like a pessimist. Sigma males understand that life is not perfect, but they don't waste energy on things they cannot control. They know that complaining won't change the situation. It will only make them feel worse. Just like they won't apologize excessively, Sigma males won't complain about every little thing. They focus on the bigger picture and choose their battles wisely. This doesn't mean they don't express their frustrations or concerns, but they do it in a productive way rather than just complaining for the sake of complaining.